What do you wish people would stop romanticizing because you've lived the reality of it? The film industry. It's full of psychopaths, narcissists, and dishonest people. Everyone has an angle, and no one cares what happens to you. I didn't even work on TV or movies, only commercials. I only made it 4 years before I realized how insane the asks were of me. I would often cry in my car prepping for a shoot from all the stress. And like you said, nobody cares what happens to you besides other folks in the same position as you. At the time, I was with a key grip who was in the union and constantly working. He was in constant pain, and our relationship deteriorated from the fact that he was never home, massively depressed, and we didn't really know each other. Not to mention the 2 times he almost died on set, being electrocuted and another time wandering off set, passing out in a field from heat exhaustion in a delusion. Anyone who had been in the industry long enough often had multiple divorces under their belt and bodies that were broken down. Most producers and art directors are absolutely maniacal, and they are getting paid to dangle the crew's livelihood in front of them. People also don't want to talk about how many folks die, many of them while driving tired on the way home from set. It's a terrible industry I still have friends in. I say it in quotes because I never see them. The money is great, but it's romanticized that you can choose your projects and hang out with celebs. The truth is, you are often taking every job because you don't know when the next one will be. While I often have an appreciation for what is being created, especially for a well-written and well-shot piece of motion, the expectations and working conditions would need to drastically change for it to actually be an ethical and safe experience. But we all know what's funding the work, and that will never fully happen. It would take too long, and the execs don't really care what happens to the crew in the first place. Alcoholism. The number of dramatic characters who drown their sorrows by throwing back bottles of hard liquor while remaining healthy-looking and functional. The reality is so much uglier and sordid. Yep, I maintained for a long time, and by all optics appeared to be the artist alcoholic. I was a jovial drunk and the community kind of covered my ass. Also BC, I'd been through some public tragedy, and they felt sorry for me. I was still pretty successful career-wise, ran 5 miles a morning to kill the hangovers, and never had any of the consequences like DUIs or job loss. Eventually got divorced for other reasons, but it certainly didn't help that situation. I had a doctor call me out and say, "There's typically only one reason someone that's athletic and young has elevated cholesterol and liver enzymes. I'm going to be straight with you. You can't keep this up or I give you maybe 3 to 5 years." She was right. It was like a full-time job, just maintaining appearances. My mental health took a nosedive, and when things finally started catching up to me, it got bad really quickly. I was drinking 20-30 drinks a night, and nobody thought I was having more than 3. I was fortunate to have some friends I could call that knew exactly what to do. I don't recommend this to anyone whatsoever, but I went to stay with my mom, a nurse. Locked myself in my old bedroom with a bottle of Valium in case I started seizing, and played the ass-sweat sheet karate game until I could finally surface and go to some meetings. That was almost 8 years ago, and I haven't had a drink or any of its accoutrements since.